Hey guys, how are you? My name is Jose Pazos, and I am a property manager here in Miami, Florida. I've owned a management company here for 17 years, and I've been practicing since. I wanted to talk just really quickly about what is going on in the Florida condominium real estate market, something that may have been overlooked by some of the real estate agents. I know some are starting to realize what's going on, but I just want to be very clear just to clarify it. For those of you out there who are investors and real estate agents, mortgage brokers, and are already starting to see what's going on, and maybe you're wondering if this is the time to buy, sell, or what to do. So after the Surfside condo collapse, we had some issues that came up of regulation. Now, not all of them were taken care of by the state of Florida. Most of them were taken care of by the industry, insurance industry, and the banking industry. Now, in regards to insurance industry, the insurance companies started sending, when they were re-upping their policies, started sending risk assessors to these buildings, and these risk assessors have learned that some of these buildings may have not been taken care of as well as they were supposed to be taken care of over the last maybe 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years. Maybe some they have deferred maintenance. So what these insurance companies are doing is that they have now compelled these associations to fix, repair, and or replace whatever the deferred maintenance issue is, have an engineer do the report and give them an all clear, and then they will bind their policy, pass their policy or give them some mitigation. Now, if you don't do that, what happens is your policy, I've seen policies this year almost double for some condominium associations. And I've seen some condominium associations completely lose their insurance altogether. This is happening industry-wide, and it's just a risk. It's a game of risk. No one wants to assume the risk of these condos that have deferred maintenance and nothing's been done for them for such a long period of time. They have no reserves. Now, what is the other thing? Well, financial institutions. Financial institutions are now asking more questions before they lend to a potential purchaser for a condominium or a person who lives in the condominium and is trying to refinance that condominium. So we go to these famous condo questionnaires, which are already lengthy to begin with. The FHA has added an additional 30, 40 questions to an additional addendum, a questionnaire for risk assessment. And these questions are very specific. They all have to do with, engineer's report, structural integrity of the building, deferred maintenance, any potential reserves or lack of thereof, financing opportunities for the future if they have anything planned to deal with this deferred maintenance. And this again is now putting added pressure on the boards to either, not respond at all or make sure that they get their ducks in a row and begin to pass these special assessments. Or if they don't have it, what's been going on is that people have been getting rejected outright for refinancing or purchase, making the buyer pool, the purchaser pool for condos even smaller than it already was. So you're basically leaving it to cash only buyers or really good down payment, well income purchasers that can afford the extra to do these special assessments and all the stuff that's coming. So the third is the Florida legislature. They just passed their new legislation and regulations for condominium associations, where by December 31st of 2023, all condominium associations 3 stories and up, in reality, it's going to be everybody, but not from the legislature, but it's going to be everybody. So all condominiums associations are going to have a reserve study done. The reserve study is going to tell you exactly the life expectancy of course, the 3 major components: road resurfacing, roof replacement, and painting, which includes concrete restoration. But it's also going to give you the actual replacement cost value and how much you have to reserve in order to make it there at the end of the life expectancy of each line item. Like if you have an elevator, anything over $10,000 and has a life to it is going to be added to that reserve study. And you have to fund what's in that reserve study. If you don't fund what's in that reserve study, when the condo questionnaires come in and they're going to ask why. Or when the insurance time for renewal comes around, they're going to ask why you didn't fund it properly. So all of these 3 things that I tell you are the perfect storm for condominiums in Florida, and I would say particularly Miami-Dade County, to fail. And to fail, I shouldn't say fail altogether, but for people who live there now to not be able to live there in the future. This is going to cause a huge gentrification of the existing population that live in these condominium associations. And it's already doing it. These listings are going to go up, and I'm going to tell you how it's doing. Right now, we're in November. We're in the heart, just entered the heart of the budget season for condominiums and HOAs. So while we're doing these meetings take place throughout the month of November. They're going to be adopting brand new budgets. And the largest expenses at any condo, any manager knows, is insurance and water and sewer. Both those things, sorry about that, have gone up substantially just because of inflation, but also in Florida because of the risk of the structural and deferred maintenance risk since the Surfside collapse. So these three things, these budgets that are getting passed, these special assessments that are being forced to be done because the building has to get up to compliance, they're causing a huge increase in monthly maintenance for next year, starting January 1st of 2023. So those people that are going to be receiving those coupon books in late November, late December, they're going to start needing to list their properties because they're not going to be able to afford to live there. Chances are you're not going to be able to refinance, at least not with any ease, just because interest rates are so high. So the success there is probably not what you want. The interest rate's so high for refinancing, so you're not going to be able to pull any money out. I'm not sure if you could want to do a home equity loan line of credit. Most likely, people will try to sell their unit, and then that's going to be the problem. The real estate market is already taking a hit just because of interest rates, but now these added stressors are going to compel the existing population to have to sell their apartment, their condo unit, just because of finances. There's nothing really that can be done unless the building can obtain a very long-term loan of maybe 20 years plus to finish all of the work that has to be done and put in reserves, liquid reserves into their account. Then that's the only situation where I think, there'll be minimal effect. Other than that, expect a lot of listings for condominium associations. Expect values of condos to drop substantially over the next 6 months, just because of all of these increases in maintenance, condo maintenance, and special assessments that are forthcoming. So you heard it here first. I'll do more videos following up, and we'll see. Good luck to you out there. I'll see you on the other side.